You just stop so much of what NIP are trying to do. I think very specifically the Pantheon and the Silas are now going to have to think a couple of times before they go flying in part of this game.
I like that you mentioned the stuns because BLG a little low in that department.
Yeah.
Bin and Shanji going to go at it. Aki has shown up to the party. Ward goes down. Bin does have a summoners. He will get stunned up, but he's going to hold this flash in the back pocket, try to sustain through, taking a lot of damage, and will flash that giant axe.
Yeah, had to make sure he didn't get hit by that decimating smash. Oh, now the
Okay,
engage in the bot lane.
This is a great pick on the PP God. Wei waits out the flash. On gets first blood. There's a wave here too, as Leave is in a lot of trouble trying to eviscerate this wave. He's going to flash to the backside of the turret as Wei is looking to take him down. Good flash from Wei as well. They balance the turret aggro perfectly, and BLG doing well.
On very nearly taking another tower shot right.
Lured on the false sense of security. They knew where he was the entire time. Blocks.
Yeah. Wei at this point walks into the opposition jungle, basically just to buy a little bit of space to draw members in. Yeah, Drakes are not exactly one that everybody is tripping over themselves to go and pick up, but still, would like to see it.
Yeah, at least that means you're not going to get a Cloud Soul, right?
True.
Doinby does have the Xin Zhao ultimate in the back pocket. Here comes Pantheon coming in as they're looking for a play on the night. Will be forced to flash away.
Okay, Aki, what?
Doinby is going to join the party too, but the micro stuns, are they enough to do anything? Doinby taking up turn shots, but a good ultimate. That stolen Xin Zhao ultimate to make sure he secures the 1-for-1.
Had to go in there because he was going to die either way. At least
snappily. It didn't look like they were really on the same page. I don't think he expected Aki to get there and, flash. But, he was able to follow up on it. Good on him. As Doinby has his own maiden. He's a handsome man. I do expect the maidens to go after him.
Exactly, of course. And to be fair, in this situation, the fact that Bin's maiden survives is huge. Oh, hang on. Shanji, is he about to get dove right here? He's already pretty tanky to know, though.
See what he can do in the 3v1. He's already going to lose one plate here. Everybody's showed up. They're just waiting. Ignite goes down. On is going to start tanking up. He's going to charge Shanji into the turret. And On will be able to survive on just a sliver.
And now the cross-map play is going to be a dive right here onto Bin. Who's going to start this one up? In they go. Just an easy kill here. Yeah,
they make it look easy on that one. As Doinby will be the one who gets credit for the kill. Now this time for
Too far. Just by hovering around and forcing Shanji to keep respecting having to go join up with the rest of the team, it allows more time for Bin to go and have one-on-one time right there with the tower. Gets it down very, very low. And still there's 2 grubs available to be fought over.
All right, going all the way. Big damage coming out. Another Keeper's Verdict channel. That one will go in the back pocket for a couple more seconds. Zaki, PP God down to about half HP.
They're still going.
Yeah, more grubs have been started. This is just a big game of chicken right now. Shanji doesn't have teleport, so he can't join. Aki below half HP is on Night and Wei. Look to make their way in. Zhao ultimate stolen away. That's a second grub secured. Keeper's Verdict going to knock out Doinby. And it'll be an even 3-3 split for grubs. So PB God goes in for Elk. He's forced to cleanse. Elk could be in trouble. Doinby trying to get there, but PB God takes too much damage and he falls. On going to stuff Doinby from getting in. Now trying to get to Elk. Switches his target to On. Gets the kill, but is stuck in the pit with Wei trying to heal up. Meanwhile, over on the side, Knight gets 2v1. Now it's a 2v2, but Leave full HP, no mana, no chase.
Yeah, not going to be able to do anything. Indeed, they are. Now, the thing is right now, you've got your Yorick in the area. Not exactly ideal in terms of map play, but you do manage to grab that Drake. He's going to be traded back for a tower right now. Shanji has been doing...
seems to be relegated to a bit of a footnote. Feeds of strength still on the table for either of these teams. BLG one objective away from securing it, as NIP had gotten first turret. Knight will equalize the turrets by taking one for himself here.
Yeah, I'm just very much going to be wanting to play around this spawning Rift Herald. 30 seconds until that one's up, and actually kind of sucks for Bin that he loses Maiden right there.
A worry. Speaking of objectives, a minute until this next dragon. BLG looking to put themselves on Soul Point, which means that NIP certainly has some incentive to fight.
Oh yeah, very much. You don't want to be giving Soul Point over at this point in the game. Far too early for that.
Elk forced to cleanse. Here comes Knight. It's 4v2 for right now. Teleport coming in. Aki down to below half HP. Getting lower, trying to get away. Survives from now. Doinby joins the fight, but so does Bin as the teams are split. Doinby's in the middle of the fight right now. The Maiden putting in serious work. Shanji on the backside trying to run distraction. York's Maiden dies, but still there. Still trying to wade through the crap as Shanji. He's going to flash over the wall. Bin is in hot pursuit. Will not be able to get more. Nobody goes down, blocks her.
Yeah, we lose a couple maidens
Wait a minute,
in that
hold
fight.
on.
Actually,
Might have spoke too
wait.
soon.
Oh no!
As they find Leave. Great play from On and Knight.
What did I say? What did I say, Annie? It's the mispositioning errors from Leave that have been costing NIP dearly right now. Great seismic shove back too.
The problem, PP God falls before Aki can get in there, and it's just a broken fight. BLG taking advantage.
So another fight, right, where NIP step up after the initial engage goes down, think that they can re-engage, and they really can't. Now they're going to lose themselves this Drake, and it is going to be soul point picked up here for BLG.
And not only that, but you have a discernible gold advantage now of about 1,500. Doinby teleport again, looking to break this up. Dragon's going to be secured. NIP, they have to make a move soon. Shanji's ultimate still on cooldown. BLG able to live through that. Rift Herald getting good damage, but not going to get the turret.
No, I mean, Doinby maybe can step up and try to take this one down, but it's just so unfortunate. Shanji teleports into that fight and just runs. Has to get away pretty much immediately. It was such a split fight, a broken fight, like you said, where nobody is able to just draw the lines in the sand and try to front to back. Instead, it's a complete and utter mess.
Oh!
Atakan actually going to be started. This, I've seen NIP throw around Atakan before. Uh-oh.
This is aggressive. Maybe NIP thinks that they're at a great advantage or a too big of a disadvantage. But BLG has joined the party. They're about 3,000 HP, getting lower. Who's going to secure it? Looks like it's going to go to NIP, but now BLG trying to win the fight as Onivia engaged on. PP God getting low. Big knockups coming through as Aki's in there too. They find On, but the health bar starting to dip lower and lower. A lot of flowers on the ground trying to pick them up as well. Elk doing some serious damage on the Leave as Leave will fall. Elk dies on the backside to the dead body of Shanji as NIP were able to scoop up a good amount of those flowers, but are now cut off by the Weaver's Wall. The engage goes down onto Bin. The Maiden trying to help out. Big seismic shove from Knight as the health bars drop, and BLG win the fight.
Yeah, I mean, yes, you managed to get yourself the Artican, but I don't really know who was able to here for Knight. If you have this similar kind of fight, oh boy, you can just run through it. And actually, I love that. Reflected in the build path as well is going to be an 8-stack Medjai's in his back pocket.
Known for building that Medjai's. Certainly one of his favorite item options as Aki gets engaged on. Stolen Keeper's Verdict will keep him alive for now. Knight coming through on the Weaver's Wall. And all of a sudden he's found himself in the 3v1. He's got a flash over the wall as he is ignited and has to limp away.
BLG got themselves about 1,000 gold in as BLG.
Yep. NIP have a decision to make, and the decision is to go on to this dragon. Let's see if Wei can get in there and steal it away, and can't quite do so. He's knocked out of the fight. See if NIP is going to look for a little bit more as Doinby was knocked out. PP God getting seismic shove as Aki gets onto the back line, but he's stuck in 3v1, going to mitigate some damage as Leave is trying to get in there, but can't really do so. PP God going in, and Leave got to the back line, and he's able to put down some serious damage. It's a couple kills for NIP.
There we go, that's exactly what we were looking for NIP. They get aggressive, get themselves the Drake, and then are able to turn this one around. And actually, Pings right now onto the Baron. They're looking to extend this advantage that they've just been able to find for themselves. Yes, there's a decent push going on from Bin in the top side, but he's going to have to back off. Wei is alive, has no flash, has no ulti. I don't know if he's going to be able to even get close to trying to steal this. I think it's too late, it's gone.
Well, he'll be in position, but Doinby might be there to try to stop him. 3,000, 2,000, 1,000. Nope. Can't get it. NIP secures the Baron. BLG.
For getting involved in that fight exactly as one must when playing this Kai'Sa. So far, he's had a couple of good moments, a couple of bad ones. I think the main problem for BLG in that fight was it was just very split.
All right, Doinby's got to go golden here. Multiple members of BLG, but the teleport coming in from the Scion is... He's going to steal the Xayah ultimate to at least escape for right now, but could cause a bit of a problem later on here as PP God trying to mitigate some damage. Shanji now getting taken on by multiple members of BLG. He's got to flash away. Leave is here. He's full HP.
It's the ult away.
And it looks like NIP will survive, but they take the bad end of a trade.
Yeah, this is now multiple. Add yourself a small advantage because of having the Baron buff, but they haven't really been able to hit too many towers up until this point.
All right, Doinby getting in there, but he's got to dash away. Now he's caught in the cage. He's not doing just fine. He's knocked up. He's got the Keeper's Verdict. Who's he going to drop it on?
PP God.
Looking for a key member. Takes him out. Sends Knight flying. Elk going to dodge out of the knockup. They're going to take out Aki as well. Leave completely cut off. That seismic shove means that they're on Shanji, but he's not taking that much damage as Leave rejoins. Big stun coming through. Has been below half HP. as the Maiden will go down. Another nice seismic shove as Shanji is getting lower and lower. And finally, NIP will be able to siege using the spare in just a little bit. Mid-inner turret will fall.
That was a lot
G
of
can
time.
turn it around, right? I think we're still holding our breath, holding out hope. This team has been the team that the LPL has really relied on to have international success, especially given the last year. Flash play made. Here comes Pantheon getting into this back line. Who's he going to hop on? Not going to use anything yet is Doinby. Oh my god, he was able to find a way back into the fight.
What?
PP God is very low. Aki on the backside trying to deal with Elk. Believe gets back there. His shield is running out, but he's got the Guardian Angel. Now, can you stop Bin and Wei? You can't. They're on top of your carry. Shanji's here too little, too late. As BLG, hold your breath no longer. They win a convincing fight against NIP.
There it is. That's the fight that we've been waiting for right here out of BLG. NIP get drawn way too close into that one. It's still a little bit of a mess, but in this back and forth, BLG will rise. And now, with those 3 grubs and your Yorick available to you, these towers are going to melt. 30 seconds until the majority of the main carries are back up and available. I don't know that you can end right here, but BLG, they're certainly going to be able to push forwards. Could potentially take themselves down this entire game. 20 seconds.
Position to end.
PP God is up.
All right, let's see what PP God can do. Can he actually kill the Maiden? It's really low, and he will fall. The Maiden's still standing as BLG will end this game. Aki up in 2 seconds. I don't think he can stop them. He's going to give it the old college try, but is stuffed once again by On. The Nexus will fall, and it wasn't pretty, but BLG win the last fight.
Every time I get to see the Nico and the Callisto on my screen, it is a good day. It just helps so much when you can either throw the Nico in for that engage, or because that makes it very telegraphed between the If you can allow Shanji and Doinby to get ahead, they also do a lot.
Problematic. All right, we're going to try to get some damage on the key targets. On Wise to steal the cannon. That means that Leave will go down. It'll be first blood going over to Wei. As you don't take that increased damage when you are a minion. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, nice play there by Aki to come through. They take out Knight and get his flash.
Yeah, well played. Not quite going to be able to pick up 2 available down in the bottom side of the map, but Aki could potentially be looking for another dive right here. Bin all by his lonesome.
Oh my goodness, we have another teleport coming in. They're going to try to 4-man Bin. Did burn his flash. Aki tanking up. Good bubble lands. He's going to tank one more and die for it. And Shanji will be able to walk out. He gets the kill, but Aki just, man. And by the way, Wei took your entire top side jungle as well. That means that Aki will be further away from 6. He is going to try to chase down Wei here. Don't know how much success I'll actually see, but Doinby does give chase. Shanji going to flash over, hits a dog, but is going to get the flame spinner down. Kill goes over to Doinby.
Hey, that's something back. Good job from NIP to be able to turn that one around. Now they're going to continue pushing on forwards, on taking some decent burn damage, but still, you're well aware of your opponents being here right now. Elkanon going to play respectfully enough, and this is again opening up more time down in the bottom side right here for Bin to be able to just free hit onto this tower. This is the thing right now, despite the fact NIP, they are finding game versus top. The Lucian already had 3 or 4 kills, was kind of running the map.
All right. BLG grouping up on their top side of the river. An IP on the bottom side. Aki right in the middle of the dragon. It's going to be taken away by Knight. And Knight is going to go crazy in this fight, ready to make some plays. Doinby down to half. Leave, got to get healed, but he goes down. It's a double kill for Knight. He's out of mana, but he's looking for a little bit more. On stuck in the back of the pit. Can they get Doinby first? And they do. They take him down. BLG wipe away NIP.
That was a really well played fight right there from BLG, and the fact that Knight is down in the bottom side of the map, doing some good damage right here onto the tower. Mid lane pressure coming through as well. It very much feels like BLG run the rift at the moment.
Yeah, first turret going over to Bin. You know, they're up 3,000.
Putting themselves in the lead. They want to step towards getting that 2-0. They do not want to lose a single game here to NIP.
Looking mighty fine here for the side of BLG, and we talked about, you know, what's Leave going to look like later on in the game when he doesn't have all this set up for him. And right now, down in the dirt, 0-2-1. It's going to be hard for him to have much of any impact in this game unless he goes completely unchecked. Turret going down to the top side. Aki getting traded on here in the river, taking a little bit of damage. But it is all BLG, as there's now 3,500 up for them.
Yeah, they're just going to be able to continue extending this gold lead out. Remember, BLG then not
has to teleport. Dragon has been started. It has been reset, but BLG are on top of it right now. Looks like NIP will not have a response as their solos are catching side lanes.
Indeed, it is just going to be this Drake picked up right here for BLG. Their second of the game. Now they can compete for soul point on the...
Swift Herald has been started up on the top side. 5,000 HP. Teleport coming in from Knight. Going to be matched by Doinby. We're on his mid turret. So NP have control of the river, but might be losing it soon. Doinby coming through on the side, looking to just get that pressure on with the sneaky ultimate as they turn around on Doinby and take him out. The Herald does go to NIP, but Knight is coming through on a flank. Aki going to try to get in, but he's got no one to pull. Culling going down, not doing a whole lot of damage. Big knockup from On as well. Tidal Wave coming through, splits the gap. Aki on the side is very low. Way burning, but has to get out and will. And here comes Knight and Bin as NIP are between a rock and a hard place, trying to burn away Elk. Shanji's able to do so. PB God hits a nice bubble, leave at half HP. On with a huge root there on the Tangle Barbs as they're coming through, and they're able to take him down. Bin gets that kill, and yeah, they're going to look for more, but are they going to get it? The dogs are barking. Bin is flashing, looking for Shanji, and BLG will take out NIP. Full control here in Game 2.
It's going to be a delayed ace right there, and what a fight from BLG. It's split across aggressive here, even though there's still a tower in the mid lane, and pick up these remaining kills.
Really creative start to the fight by On as take a look. Knight's getting his 5th kill. That legendary Ari becoming even more legendary by the minute. 14 stacks of that Magi's. Completely deviated from his initial build. He said, I don't need Leandries. What's that? I got Magi's.
Exactly. Just going to be going for...
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, Knight. He's got no ultimate.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Knight has no more Magi's. Sell. Stonks down. Stonks down.
Panic selling the Magi's right here. This is why you don't buy Magi's, right? It guarantees you're about to die in the next 30 seconds.
Yeah, honestly, that is the
awesome engage to kick this fight off.
Done a great job of finding them to start. Shanji going to join the team. Leave. Took a little bit of damage. Now he's down to about half HP. Be very worrisome in a moment. Good wards by NIP here. Dragon has started, but it's slow, and it's not steady at all. NIP knows they have to head back to this mid wave. Looks like they will cede full control of the river to BLG.
BLG very much in control right here. Charm does land. Aki very tanky at the moment, though.
Try to leverage the Rift Herald for this control here. Aki is the one who gets rooted up. Lumi's going to drive it in. Shanji knockup's there. Good pull back from Elk on the Fate's call. On will be off to the side. That's a big cooldown lost.
Yeah, it really is. I love the just Rift Herald engage that we see there. And actually with health bars slowly getting chunked down, BLG are going to pull away from this Drake. They're going to potentially look for some resets. A bit risky right now. You've fully given NIP the fast track over towards this Drake. And it's not a particularly easy composition to walk in on.
Oh, Leaf. Good chunk. Right below half HP is this Dragon. 8,000. Leaf going to dash forward. Not going to find anything there as Elk is looking to get good damage in. And Leaf is chunked. Here comes the Equalizer down to split the fight. Way in. Elk can't get in. On is there. On with the pop blast him. On to 3. Can the rest of the team catch up? Charm lands from Knight, but he gets knocked up a bin. Goes over the top on them and is starting to chunk him out, but he goes down. They do manage to find the jungler of NIP.
Oh,
and Way is going deep, but he's got to flash out. Got to be very careful for the rest of this fight. NIP, though, is in enemy territory and quickly running out of room. Gonna get to the blast code. Shanji gonna be able to do over on the side. PB God gets picked off. Leave gets exhausted. He's too tired. Shanji trying to burn him away. Elk will flash and die, but they will still find the top laner of NIP. That is an ace for BLG once again.
I think because Elk dies in that situation, you don't immediately lose the games. We've seen far more convincing victories, but a 2-0 is a 2-0. It does the same job, and it's the sort of thing BLG need to kick off their run of weaker opponents that they're going to have. NIP right now desperately trying to stop the slide. They have lost 4 games in a row. I feel like it may become 5 in this situation.
Another engage there. Good tangle barbs too, as they find Doinby. On is caught, but nice job, Elk, getting him out of trouble and also saving his own skin as Shanji will go down. Double kill for Elk as Leave looking for more on the Knight. Here comes the culling. He's got to cleanse. Knight will flash away. Meanwhile, Way is continuing to put pressure down onto Aki. Bin showing up, chunks out and takes out Leave as BLG win yet another fight.
That was incredibly aggressive right there from On, going over the wall, gets the Pop Blossom onto one member, but hey, it's enough to be able to pick up the kill. And exactly as you highlighted, right, you still have got that pullback from Elk to keep him alive. There's nothing you can really do. I feel like we haven't really been able to speak about Leave throughout the majority of this game. and that's the problem, right? We said that this guy on this champion needed to be the main carry, but without the same level of setup that he had in that game versus top, just hasn't been able to make it work. 1, 5, and 3 right now. 2 items completed, still the BLG victory.
An absolute force on this Ahri, like we expect whenever he picks it up. NIP, oh my god, that's a big chunk on just Aki, right? NIP one in, they will not secure the dragon. Here comes on. Pop Blossom forces Shanji to go golden. Pulls him back on the Fate's Call, though, to keep him safe. Teleport coming through for Doinb, so NIP survives the initial engage. Is there anything more they can do?
They're just going to try pressure forwards. They go,
Between worlds. Good ultimate there, trying to gun down Knight. He's forced to get away. Once back in, he's getting a little chunk with his turret still standing here in the mid lane. So NIP are still getting whittled down.
Yeah, they can't keep any of their waves alive. That's the thing, right? Rounds available to them on BLG. They just need to find that team fight, which so far has eluded them.
Yeah, the only problem is a lot of members of NIP head to back. Leave actually sticking around at half HP. Charm down onto Aki. Aki is super low. Baron is super low. Aki's got to try to find a way, and he can't. He's going to hit the ultimate onto Bin. Will manage to take him out, but let's see if BLG wants to fight. Big knockups coming through. Shanji is low, but not before he gets a lot of damage in, and Doinb's looking to go crazy. Meanwhile, on the backside, it's Wei who could be in trouble. Looks like he will be able to find his way out, but a victory for NIP. They go 3 for 1, even though they lose the Baron.
Yeah, lose the Baron, but without it can skirt away.
A little bit of breathing room here for NIP, but take a look where Knight is posted up. Top side, sure, Doinb's going to get that turret, but this jungle is not yours, NIP, and if you walk in, you are liable to get instantly popped. 3-man squad here on the bottom side just to take out that wave, but even Shanji knows he can't really get in there.
Yeah.
No wards whatsoever. Big charm, big damage.
Oh
there
my.
we go, immediately bursting out the Nami. Shanji down to half. Knight once back in. And Knight is going to get what he wants. He's got no more dashes. Wei separated by the wall. Gets onto Shanji, gets the kill. Leave, he should have the reset available if he wants to find Leave, but Leave will wisely stay away.
Just back off, but that's now going to be 2 quick kills right here going over to BLG. And now they can push in onto the base, even without the Baron buffs onto all of these members. Still going to be dealing more than enough tower damage. The base begins to crumble. You've even got Bin up in the top lane right now. Pressure on all 3 fronts.
Game 1 was ugly until they won. Game 2, much cleaner by BLG. Yeah. This is the BLG that we expect to see. Playing on 3 lanes here as Elk and On move over to take out the top inhibitor now. The question is, do NIP have any fight left in them? Leave just gets chunked from so far away, and that's only from Elk. He's going to dash in and get chunked some more.
Oh my.
But limp out, but Knight is going to go right after him and punishes him. Here comes On. Big Pop Blossom lands on the 2. Doinb gets to the back line, able to do what he can. Elk is kind of stuck, and he will not be able to find Shanji. But Aki, I don't know what you're ulting there. Has been is going to go crazy now. He's going to find Doinb. Wei is in there. Aki drives through the wall. And the base is in tatters. It's a 3v2, even though On's a little too low. The siege is on to the Nexus turrets here, blocks her. As Bin is untouched. Aki and PP God know there's not too much they can do as Wei is looking to cap this game off with another kill, and instead it goes to Bin. The final Nexus turret will go down very shortly, and it does. So does Aki, and BLG very cleanly getting it done 2-0.
Oh boy, that's going to be a 5-game...